Surprisingly, one of the most expensive and counterfeited sandals in the world is a design created in 1997. It is virtually uncomplicated beyond a simple H-shaped cut at the top. No metal embellishments. No heels. No visible brand logo. Yet in the United States, it has been unofficially dubbed the uniform of the super rich. The Hermès Oran and Chypre sandals have become a global visual icon. You can see them at luxury resorts in the Hamptons, in airport lounges, on quiet streets in Beverly Hills, and along the world's most expensive shopping avenues. To the untrained eye, they look almost ordinary. But in the fashion world and among the elite, that silent H is easily recognizable. The paradox is striking. The simpler the design, the stronger the signal it conveys. What makes this even more appealing is the price. We are talking about a pair of flat sandals, heelless, buckleless, and technically uncomplicated, starting at around $700. And when crafted from rare leathers, their price can reach $5,000 or more. Despite the high price, walking into a Hermès store on Madison Avenue and finding the exact size and color you want seems impossible. That contradiction, the ultimate simplicity, the immense demand, the exorbitant price is what makes these sandals a global fascination. In the modern fashion industry, where most luxury brands rely on flashy marketing, celebrity endorsements, and seasonal sales cycles, Hermès operates on a completely different rule. There are no loud advertising campaigns, no discounts, and no race to chase trends. That is why Hermès is often described as the silent king of luxury. While the brand is globally renowned for its legendary Birkin and Kelly bags, items that can cost tens of thousands of dollars, Hermès sandals play a very different role. They are considered the most accessible starting point for entering the Hermès world. Not cheap, but the most affordable way to participate in one of the world's most exclusive luxury systems. At the heart of this product line are three core designs. The Oran is an iconic flat sandal for women, defined by its minimalist H-shaped cut and effortless versatility, typically priced between $700 and $900. The Izmir offers a more masculine interpretation of the same concept, with a wider H-strap design for men. The Chypre, the most modern of the trio, features a molded sole and Velcro strap, combining elegance with a sporty look, priced between $850 and $1,100. And then there are the high-end leather versions, crafted from rare leathers like crocodile, ostrich, lizard, python, and snakeskin, with prices that can reach $2,000, $5,000, or even more. What is truly noteworthy is the contrast. Brands like Gucci and Prada refresh their designs every season. Meanwhile, Hermès has been selling the same sandal design for nearly 30 years, often at double the price, and demand has never waned. Hermès keeps quiet, maintains its high prices, and is impossible to ignore. So the real question is, why are Hermès sandals so quietly expensive? Let us analyze it. The story of the Hermès Oran sandal began in 1997, a quiet time reshaping the high-end footwear industry. The design was created by Pierre Hardy, the longtime creative director of the Hermès footwear division. At the time, Hermès was renowned for its leather goods and silk scarves, but footwear had not yet become a true icon. That changed with the Oran. The sandal was born as part of the brand's all-out creative theme called Year of Africa. Hardy drew inspiration from the bold geometric patterns on the walls of the Ndebele tribe's homes in South Africa. From those shapes, the famous H-shaped design was born, an architectural minimalist, an almost invisible design, yet instantly recognizable. The name Oran evokes a coastal port city in Algeria, conjuring images of sun, travel, and the Mediterranean summer. The sandals were designed to be light, comfortable, and timeless, almost like going barefoot rather than wearing shoes. Following the unexpected success of the Oran, Hermès expanded on the idea. The Izmir was born as a more masculine version, and around 2020, the Chypre appeared, reflecting the global rise of chunky-soled dad sandals. From a simple summer sandal, it quietly became a luxury icon that has lasted for decades. To understand why Hermès sandals are so expensive, you need to distinguish two things: the brand's overall philosophy applied to every Hermès product, and the specific reasons why sandals like the Oran and Chypre are unusually expensive compared to other footwear, even within the same brand. Four core reasons behind Hermès' pricing are: firstly, due to uncompromising craftsmanship and quality control. At Hermes, craftsmanship is not just a marketing phrase, but an operational system. Every step in the production process is tightly controlled, from cutting the leather to finishing the edges and stamping the logo. Edges are hand-polished, dyes are applied in multiple layers, and final inspection standards are extremely rigorous. Minor flaws that other luxury brands might accept are eliminated here. This level of strict inspection drives up the price even before the brand factor is mentioned. Next is the selection of the perfect leather and the use of private tanneries. Hermes is renowned for its meticulous selection of raw materials. The brand owns and operates its own tanneries, giving it priority access to some of the world's finest leathers. Only the most stable, aesthetically perfect pieces of leather are used. Even minor blemishes or inconsistencies result in rejection. This means a large percentage of the raw material is never put into production, an invisible cost added to each finished product. The third reason is timeless design rather than chasing trends. Hermes does not design seasonally. A pair of sandals like the Oran still looks as relevant today as it did a decade ago. That longevity sustains the aesthetic and resale value. You do not pay for novelty, you pay for something that will not go out of style. In the luxury industry, the enduring nature of style is a form of value retention. Finally, Hermes never discounts its products. Production is deliberately limited, and unsold inventory is typically recalled rather than discounted. This controlled scarcity keeps demand consistently above supply, stabilizing prices in both the retail and resale markets. But Hermes sandals, especially the Oran, are expensive in a different way. The Oran is often described as the most affordable way to own Hermes leather goods. That accessibility creates enormous demand. When a product becomes the gateway to a world of exclusivity, price pressure increases, not decreases. Even at $700 to $900, demand remains relentless. It embodies the idea that extreme simplicity is harder to replicate than complexity. Designed in 1997 by Pierre Hardy, the Oran design contains very few elements, which is why it is so difficult to get right. Any imbalance in proportions, leather quality, or contours is immediately noticeable. Counterfeiters often fail at this point, because there is nowhere to hide the flaws, and unlike most brands, Hermes applies the same handbag quality leather standards to its sandals. The types of calfskin typically used for handbags are also used for footwear, although sandals are subjected to more friction and environmental exposure. Over time, this leather will develop a natural patina, becoming more beautiful instead of deteriorating. Sandals not only withstand wear and tear, but also age. Most high-end sandals use rubber or synthetic soles for cost and durability reasons. Hermes often uses multi-layered leather soles, which are thinner, more difficult to produce, and more expensive. The result is a particularly subtle, yet unmistakably luxurious sound and feel. It is a classic detail that most modern brands have overlooked. Finally, there is the high resale value. Classic colors like gold, light brown, black, and white tend to hold their value very well. Limited edition colors, seasonal releases, and rare leathers can even sell for more than their retail price in some markets. Unlike fast fashion footwear that depreciates quickly, Hermes sandals function more like sustainable luxury assets. Exotic leathers create an entirely new price segment. Alligator and American alligator leather, identified by subtle markings such as dots, circumflexes, or squares, ostrich leather with its distinctive hair follicles, lizard leather with its smooth, reflective scales, and python leather all require specialized sourcing and processing. These materials are scarce, easily damaged, and difficult to cut without waste. Prices are often 3 to 6 times higher than standard calfskin versions, typically reaching $2,000 to $5,000 or more. Add to that international wildlife regulations, mandatory CITES documentation, and significantly stricter preservation requirements, shifting these sandals from everyday luxury items to collector items. Ultimately, Hermes sandals are expensive not because they are sandals, but because they are Hermes items. Oran and Chypre lie at a rare intersection. Simple enough for everyday wear, sophisticated enough to retain value, and exclusive enough to always be sought after. Today, Hermes sandals serve as a quiet symbol of luxury. Their simple, ordinary appearance is easily recognizable as Hermes sandals. You will often see Oran or Chypre sandals worn by stylish women, influencers, and celebrities in their daily lives rather than on the red carpet. Names like Jasmine Tookes, Zoe Deutch, and members of the Kardashian-Jenner family have been spotted wearing them in Los Angeles, West Hollywood, or while traveling. Notably, Hermes does not rely on official brand ambassadors. Functionally, they are essential for vacations in Miami, the Hamptons, or Palm Beach. They are perfect for the airport. Easy to slip on, comfortable, yet sophisticated. They are easy to style from the beach to dinner. Hermes sandals clearly divide people into two camps. Critics argue that the price is too high for a pair of ordinary sandals. To them, it is unacceptable. Supporters, however, have a completely different perspective. They point out that Hermes does not rely on flashy advertising. Quality speaks for itself. They admire the leather, the craftsmanship, and the brand is philosophy of restraint. Many even compare this system to Rolex or Ferrari, limited supply, loyalty driving ownership, and a long-term game. So, we've explained in detail why Hermes, seemingly ordinary sandals, are so expensive. Thank you for watching the video. Please like it and subscribe to my channel. Why is it so expensive? If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what topic you would like me to cover in the next video. See you next time.